I'm here to review this U.S. General Series 2 toolbox. So I got this thing, I think, about a month ago, and I've just been adding a little stuff here and there. I just got the towel holder from Harbor Freight. This thing has some good magnets for just a towel holder. Definitely recommend that. But yeah, I got this thing. And I had to pre-order it for the Black Friday thing. And when I went to the store, I picked it up. They helped me put it in the back of my truck. And I got it out, and when I was unboxing it, I pulled the box off, slid it off. And it was most of the way assembled already for me. Had the casters on it. All the drawers are in there. The keys were just inside the top drawer here. All I had to do was put this the bar on it, the handle, and that's 2 Allen head screws, which is nothing, and it's definitely, it's on there. It's mounted, definitely secure. But I mean, it comes with this nice mat on top already. U.S. General rubber mat here. It's got some good thickness. I mean, not too thick, not too thin. Pretty much perfect. I mean, it looks good. And this is the 44-inch. It was pretty much perfect for what I was looking for starting out. And I mean, it was so cheap. It was just above $400 for the Black Friday special. But I mean, black looks good on it. The casters are very well built, very solid. Good heavy duty. They got 2 of the stoppers, one right there and one back there on that back wheel, and it definitely holds very secure. They're very heavy duty, and they roll very nicely as well. But this drawer slides out almost all the way. There's barely an overhang, but with the depth and everything, it's never going to be an issue. It's not going to be annoying. Definitely isn't annoying for me. Obviously, I don't have too many tools in here yet, so it's not very heavy. Some of them are scattered across the bar here. I've got it a mess. But it comes with 2 sets of these ball bearing rollers on the top drawer, and then on both the bottom drawers, which is typically where you'd store your heavier items anyways. So that's very nice. I'm going to put my power tools and such in here eventually, once I get done with some of these projects. But yes, they are very nice. They slide very well, very easy. And it is freezing in here. I just got the wood stove going, and it's only 39 degrees, almost 40 degrees, and they slide very nicely. And I even lubed them just a little bit more, just so I didn't have to for a while. And I mean, it's very nice. It comes with this owner's manual and safety instructions. But I mean, throw that away. But yeah, I mean, all the drawers, haven't had an issue with any of these drawers opening or closing or being sticky. And they have this nice little like push tab to make sure they're closed, so they don't come open like if you're moving it or whatever. But they keep it closed, and they keep it secure, and it looks good. It looks nice. It comes with these strips where you can label each whatever you have in your drawers, which I left those out. But I mean, I compared this toolbox to every other small name toolbox, like Craftsman, Mastercraft, Husky, all them. I mean, I was really just looking for a cheap starter box, and after looking at them visually with my own dang eyes and touching them, feeling them, opening the drawers, and looking how thick the metal is. I mean, this is a very, very nice thickness of the metal. It's obviously rolled steel. This is rolled on the edge here on the lip. But I mean, other than that, I mean, they have end caps for all these. I haven't put them on yet, but it's thicker steel than a lot of the toolboxes of this caliber that I've seen, you know, like a lesser name, for lack of a better term. But compared to all the other toolboxes, this one already came with the dual slides on the bigger drawers to handle the bigger stuff. And a lot of the other toolboxes you had to upgrade to like the wider toolbox, or you know, like the upgraded version, which was an enormous amount of money for what the actual toolbox was. You know, they're not Snap-ons or Macs or Matcos or Cornwells, whatever. They're not those, but they're trying to, you know, sell them and price them as such, but they're not. But this one had an awesome amount of room. I love the drawer depth was awesome. You know, it's fantastic, very deep for what it is, and you know, I cannot complain. You know, see, there's just barely any overhang from this drawer, and it's never going to be an issue for me. And a lot of the other toolboxes, again, of this caliber, had a much more overhang, something probably like that, or maybe not as dramatic, but something where it's going to be kind of annoying, and to get to the back of your drawer, you know, to actually fill up all the space that's in your toolbox, you know, you're going to have to put them in a cave, a tool cave. You know, it's not a toolbox at that point. But this one, it just feels solid. You know, pulling the drawers in and out, like it's a nice rugged box. You know, you can keep this thing for definitely years to come, as long as everything's oiled and good to go. This thing will last a long time. Now, I'm not going to do any measurements on it. There's tons of videos that do that. I just wanted to talk about this box and how I've actually compared it to all the other boxes that are, you know, cheaper and small name. And U.S. General was the cheapest box, but it offered every little sort of detailed thing pretty much, other than, I'd say, a power strip. But you can get a power strip. I believe it magnetizes to it or something. But you can get a power strip, which is not a huge deal. I don't really want the top of my box cluttered with power tools and batteries charging anyways. So that's really the only downfall to this thing. And I wouldn't even call it a downfall. It doesn't bother me at all that there's not a power strip. Obviously, I've already cluttered the top of my box with other stuff already, and I barely really have used it to its full potential yet. Obviously, I haven't filled it, but I mean, it's rolled nice for the little stuff I've had in it. It rolls very smoothly, and you know, it's just a quality built box. I 10 out of 10 recommend it to anyone for a starter box, or even a professional box that, you know, somebody that doesn't want to break the bank just to have a, you know, well-known named or upper class named toolbox holding their tools, because that is all it is. It is a box that holds your tools, nothing more. Yeah, maybe if you do have the power strip, it charges batteries. Whoop-de-doo, that's all it does. It holds your tools. You do not need to spend 10 grand on a well-known big toolbox. This sucker has a lot of space for what it is, for starting out, and it is dirt cheap, and it is quality built. Cannot stress that enough. It is has a very large amount of quality in a small box.